Hello everyone, welcome to another cast of the North American neogaf starcraft 2 tournament. It's another round 1 game, this time between Alumnus and Joelseph here as the teal, I'm going to go with teal, Protoss, and Alumnus being the yellow Protoss. Joelseph actually being one of the sub-in players after Dat Weezy had to step out due to illness. Wish him all the best, hope he gets better, and thanks to Joelseph for stepping up and giving us this game. This will actually be a Protoss mirror, so once again this will be mostly economy into warp gates into economy into stronger warp gates, and then you'll see robotics usually come down, a couple of mortals, not so much Colossus, because it's not usually as much of a zealot heavy focus, at least until the immortals come out. And then, lots of sentries, lots of force fields, lots of pretty good action. You don't normally see Templar tech, just because Storm is not very effective against anything but other High Templars. Obviously, feedback suffers from the same problem. Stargate you sometimes see for Void Rays. Phoenixes, not so much, although they can be useful for picking off Colossus and picking up Immortals. But yeah, normally it'll still be gateway pressure, try to expand, try to get an economic advantage. And then not so much map control, but just having enough forces around to keep the opponent on his expand, keep him on his heels, and keep your economy up and going strong. Sometimes you'll see 2-gate pressure with a whole bunch of zealots early on, just to knock down a pylon and get an early win. Other than that, it's usually 4-gate versus 4-gate, some 3-gate into Robo, that's a little bit faster. You actually see Alumnus here doing a little bit damage to this pylon. Probably won't knock it down, but it's just nice to see. And you can just sit there comfortably and get a good view of this SimCity build. Seeing this quick cyborg core, quick gas, extra pylon. Joelseph actually being fairly responsible with all of his timings. Playing pretty solid. Reasonable. Alumnus, on the other hand, is actually doing a very similar build with just a slightly faster pylon. Cyborg core just about going down, gas already going down, second gas for both of them currently going down. So it looks like both players building very close to the chest, very conservatively, trying to get their warp gates out as soon as possible. I'm actually wondering if we'll see much divergence, but normally it's just a build like this, similar to this. Sometimes you'll see a ramp, but usually not that important unless you're going with very, very heavy stalker focus. But usually it'll be a build like this versus another build like this, or a 2-gate build, which is just trying to pressure out, get that pylon, get the early win. Stalker out, killing the probe. No probe actually up here. I assume that... No! Joelseph has not scouted the map at all. That's somewhat surprising. Does not know his opponent's position, whereas Alumnus, holding all the cards, knows his position and knows his build. But Joelseph at least waited to kill the probe before diverging into a, what looks like, 2-gate forge robotics facility. So we might see level 1 weapons and immortals, my guess. Warp gates are going down. Alumnus throwing down a forward pylon. Top tip of his base. Opening into 3-gate with Twilight Council, so we might be seeing Blink and or Charge Lots. Yep, Blink's going down, chrono boosting. Alumnus a little bit behind on his chrono. Has a slight probe advantage, but nothing huge. He's queuing up a few now, but he could just throw down a chrono on that and solve that problem. Joelseph a little bit behind comparatively, having actually more of a problem with his chrono boost, especially since the cyborg core has not yet finished, but he is at least using it on his upgrade and on his Nexus. He has enough forces to just repel this. The sentry not entirely useful versus stalkers, since they do have range enough to shoot over the force field normally and won't really be trapped far out on a ramp just because they like to stay together in a big clump. Immortals. So Joelseph is expecting stalkers, and he will get stalkers because of this blink tech. Another gateway, so this is actually 4-gate versus 2-gate robotics. 4-gate's down actually a little bit early for Joelseph. Actually, alumnus has them around the same time. But Stalker versus Immortal is not much of a fight. This Immortal will completely devastate alumnus' Stalkers. So once he comes up here, he's going to have to run away. I'd like to see another Warp Gate coming from Joelseph, but otherwise I like his build. It'd be really nice to see him pressure out after this upgrade is now finished, and looks like that's exactly what he's doing. If he throws down a Nexus, I'm going to be in love. I'm going to love this guy. Come on, do it, please. Throw down a Nexus as you push out. It's beautiful, it's perfect, it's amazing. Waiting for your other Immortal? Maybe? Oh well, this works too. Immortal, come on Immortal, do that damage, take that shot. Don't let those Zealots get a little too far ahead. Even got this Sentry out. Oh, you shouldn't be running, you have an Immortal. Don't let this Sentry get too far ahead. I like how, probe coming out, forward pylon. He has his second Immortal now, so this force shouldn't be as big of an issue. Actually, I'd like to see him throw these Immortals out front just a little bit, because, they're a little short on the range, and the Stockman can just shoot over them. But he could put these Immortals out and just, dominate. Oh, beautiful. But, blink, perfect. Completely denying that wall off. I like this. I like this from both players. Another Immortal coming out. Still would like to see another Gateway if he's not going to be expanding. I would have loved to have seen him expand during that push out. Perhaps that's Joelseth's build, in which case I like it. Alumnus pressuring the Stalkers, but not opting to expand himself yet. Oh, this might be it. Using his map control to power and expand, please do it. Oh. Damn, I love Protoss versus Protoss. This is good play. I like it. We don't see this kind of stuff from a Terran. Sorry, I just have to say that. Still 4-gate from Alumnus. No Chrono boosting. No charge lots. Expand is going down. Joelseph hath managed to scare him off. These 3 Immortals are just going to be death to these Stalkers. Really, I'd like to see him push out a little bit further. But I can understand that he's a little bit paranoid. Throwing down way too many panic cannons here. These are not really necessary, and they're completely killing your economy. You could be chronoing on a few more Immortals, and this force would be nothing. I mean, already these Immortals... No, don't do that, please. Stop. Don't target fire, You have these great Immortals. Look at these Immortals doing so much damage to the force that outnumbered them significantly. These things are just so great. Look at them just eating these Stalkers. 7 kills, 8 kills between the 2 of them. 6... you don't really need to target that pile. Never mind. Joelseph loses his force. He got out microed. The Immortals were kind of focused on target firing. But look how much damage they did. I mean, if you looked back at the army composition difference on the units tab, it was pretty huge. Joelseph did some serious damage. And he really needs to be chronoing out these Immortals. He's now adding on his extra gateways and a Twilight Council, but it might be a little too late. Alumnus being very wise, just completely ignoring these cannons with his blink tech. These Stalkers are hurting. If he can get this Immortal out in time and use these 4, he can fight this off pretty easily, but, I mean, Alumnus is an easy escape right there. Get this Immortal back in the fight. Come on. You don't want to lose this. This Immortal can end it all. Oh, look at that beautiful blink micro, but Alumnus realizes that he doesn't really stand a chance in this fight. Free kill? It's a little mismanagement there. Oh, this is good stuff. I like this. Alumnus used this time to get a few probes out. He's saturating it quickly. He needs to throw down his gas, but speak of the devil, there he goes. Stalker's pulling back. Has he changed his tech? No, still only on 4-gate. But he is spending his money, so can't really fault him for that. Joelseph really has gotten the extra gateway. I'd like to see another one. I'd like to see Immortals being pumped out of this, but he's being gas starved at the moment. In fact, he's not really mining gas at all. From the looks of it, just 1 probe on each Refinery? Anicha Simulator? That's bad. That's probably what's going to lose him this game if he loses this fight here. And he probably will, since those Zealots will just eat this Immortal. Zealot's actually doing 8 damage, but the trick there is that they hit you twice. 16 damage total, but because they hit you twice, they ignore the Immortal Shield. Joelseph GG's realizes that, he's lost his force, can't defend his expansion, and probably was just going to lose his fight over a prolonged conflict. But yeah, that was a great game. I loved it. I was excited. More of that, please. Unfortunately, Joelseph lost this series 3-0 to Alumnus, but really looking forward to seeing more games from him. Actually love to play him a few times. Good stuff. Love it. Hope to see more of you. Good luck, Alumnus. Congratulations on winning this game. Thanks for watching. Bye.